Hi everyone, my name is Irene Campolmi and I'm a curator and a researcher in contemporary art based in Copenhagen, currently working across different art institutions and also independently. I studied art history and museology in Italy, and I initiated a PhD in Denmark to research the turns to ethics in contemporary curatorial practice, particularly in biennials and art museums. At IED, I'm teaching curatorial practice in relation to exhibition making and the values that the research behind exhibition can produce. And thus I reflect about the ethics involved in working as a curator. Curatorial ethics is a name that points out the sets of values, beliefs, and visionary approaches that define the curatorial practice. It is the approach that aims at constructing a discourse through the research, presentation, and display of artworks in the form of an exhibition and beyond. In other words, curatorial ethics implies a reflection on the premises of what curators can and cannot do, either as a freelancer or as institutional curators, or even what should and should not be done. Inasmuch as curating is a job driven by the passion and the joy of thinking, writing, performing freely and creatively, it actually implies being responsible for the thoughts and the creation that one elaborates and brings to life. Curatorial ethics is a discipline, a discourse that lists out these responsibilities and also raises questions like, in what way? By negotiating the freedom and demands of the I can or I can't, curators could propose another form of care for the others, another ethics, another attitude that voices both creative and social responsibilities towards the people that is addressed today. Over the last 10 years, the role of the curator, whether in or outside the institution, has changed from preserving the collection and creating exhibitions into being someone that, regardless the formal academic education, is knowledgeable of the forgotten and misplaced histories that have never been voiced by the Western canon of art history. This new role of the curator frequently entails performing small artistic and intellectual miracles, viewing art as a catalyst for instigating processes of social exchange. Curatorial practice is based on form of social bonds and forms of communication and communicability that creates value for society. Therefore, an ethics of curating reflects upon the structural mechanism of curatorial practice, identifying aspects such as who has the right to speak and to create value, and for whom is this value created? Where the history of art and museum collection is rooted in. Could we think another format beyond the accustomed understanding of an exhibition to present the ongoing and constantly changing discourse on art, history, and society? Curating is today a living entity rather than a discipline. It breeds the multiple histories related to art, but also processes them to exist in a future that keeps being uncertain and yet less unresolved and scary.